All right, two of Europe's biggest soccer clubs are set to clash this weekend in New Jersey. English side Chelsea and France's Paris Saint-Germahn will face off in the final of the FIFA Club World Cup at Metlife Stadium. Joining us now is Kevin Egan, host at MLS Season Pass and play-by-play commentator at DAZN. Welcome, Kevin. How you doing?
Oh, great, thanks. You're making me hungry talking about Italian beef.
Have you had one of those?
Yeah, I lived in Chicago for 7 years, and they're unbeatable. So good luck to everyone heading to Yankee Stadium. Enjoy it.
All right, so let's start with Chelsea. What has impressed you most about their performance in the tournament, and what would a win mean for the team?
Do you know what? On the boring side, on the financial side, they're under a bit of pressure to meet certain guidelines. So this wave that they're going to see financially is going to help out the club an awful lot because they've already reached close to $100 million in prize money just for getting to the final. And then the team itself, Enzo Maresca is a new head coach there. I think there's a good bit of pressure on him to be successful early doors for Chelsea. And I think he has been so far. They've got such a huge squad. So I think for him, it's about figuring out who his best players are, who the guys he can trust is, and the Chelsea fan base is going to head to MetLife, and make sure they're there in numbers to support this team. It's a Club World Cup final. It's a chance to take down the best team in the world right now, no question about it, in Paris Saint-Germahn. I'm a fan of the game. I follow the game inside out. I work in the game, and I still don't know what Chelsea's best 11 is. And if I don't know it, I know Chelsea fans are the same way, that their squad is just enormous, and maybe this might give them a little bit of clarity ahead of the Premier League season.
So Paris Saint-Germain has looked dominant aside from their one loss in the tournament. So what is clicking for them, and how dangerous are they heading into this final?
They are unbelievable. They're such a fun team. If you've never watched the beautiful game and you just want to tune in to watch a game, this is one to do it, because PSG have such athletic players. They're in your face. They press when the opposition team have the ball. They want to win it back within seconds. So it's like watching the flash at a Braves game. I mean, they take off. They're trying to win the ball back as quickly as possible, and then when they get it, they're so skillful, so much fun to watch. And their story, I mean, Luis Enrique is a coach who's been through incredible adversity throughout his life, and the way he speaks about his young daughter, 8-year-old daughter Zana, that passed away years ago, it's just such an inspiration, and that's why he's gathered a lot of momentum in terms of the love he has from people around the world that know who he is. And I just love this PSG story, because they had Messi, they had Neymar, they had Mbappe, they had all the superstars in the past, and it never worked. And now Luis Enrique has this group that's bought into his hard-working mentality, and now they're finding results, and they're a fun team to watch. So we're in for a blockbuster game here.
And what does this matchup say about the current state of global club football, especially with two European teams in the final?
Yeah, but I think that the big story from this tournament was the South Americans, and especially the Brazilian teams. The Brazilian teams surprised so many. I mean, the money's all in Europe. The majority of the money is in Europe. So the big teams like the PSGs, and we're talking Real Madrid, Chelsea, Bayern Munich, they all made it quite far. But to see Flamengo play the way they played, to see Fluminense play the way they played, was just a joy and an eye-opener for so many that think you have to go to Europe to play at the best level. No, South America had something to say in this tournament.
All right, next year, U.S. is hosting the World Cup alongside Mexico and Canada. So after this tournament, how do you think enthusiasm is building for the sport?
All you have to do is look at MetLife for the last couple of games and realize that this wave of fun and flavor and color and electricity is going to hit the United States, Canada, and Mexico next year. It's going to be so much fun. I can't believe we're within a year of the World Cup kicking off here, and the final, of course, will be at MetLife as well. And it's just going to be so much fun. It's an expanded World Cup to allow more teams in. So I'm hoping my native Ireland can get there for the first time since 2002. But the US have got to figure it out too, because the US team is not looking too great right now, and they've got an awful lot to figure out, because they've got to meet the moment, and this is the biggest moment to have a World Cup here for the first time since 1994, a World Cup that launched Major League Soccer, and Major League Soccer now in its 30th season. So it's a time that the US players need to step up and make it happen.
Kevin, I have to say, I love that little picture behind you that says, "These are the good old days." I so believe that.
Love that too. I've got two little kids downstairs. We're living a good life.
Aw, that's so sweet. It's been so much fun talking to you, Kevin Egan. Thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
And for more stories on how fans are gearing up to watch the final at MetLife, head over to CBSNewYork.com.